Hi my dear students, today we are going to discuss one important chapter of class 10, pair of linear equations. A very important chapter for both CBSE and as well as state students. Pair of linear equation in two variables. Linear equation of two variables already we discussed in class 9. Ax plus by plus c equal to 0 is called a linear equation in two variables. Linear y means x power 1, y power 1 we are taking. Nowhere we are taking second degree or third degree or higher degrees. We are taking only the first degree for both x and y variables. So pair of linear equations in two variables. So here we discuss about linear equations, but pair, we take two equations. One equation we already discussed in class 9. When we draw a graph for linear equation of x and y, we will get a straight line. Anytime cuts x-axis, y-axis, or cuts only x or only y, or parallel to x or parallel to y-axis, it can be anything, but finally the shape will be a straight line. Straight line, every linear equation graph represents a straight line. When we talk about pair of linear equation, pair means two straight lines. So two line equation, when we draw the graph, we will get two line equations. When one line equation is this, every point on the line will be the solution of the line. Every point on this will satisfy the equation. For example, x plus y equal to 7. Let this is x plus y equal to 7. So this will be 7 0, this will be 0 7, and we will have different points 6 1, 5 2, 4 3, 3 4, 2 5, 1 6, like different points. So every point on the line, I have taken only integer parts, you can have rational points also and all other negative positive. So every point on the line will be the solution of that line equation. But when we take two line equations, when we take a pair, when we draw the graph, suppose two lines meet like this, then this point is called point of intersection, and two lines are meeting at only one point, so that is called the common point for both the lines, and that will be it is called as solution of the pair of linear equations. So when two lines are drawn, if they meet like this, then this common point is called point of intersection or the solution of pair of linear equations. Suppose lines are not meeting like this, then what to be done? Suppose one line is drawn like this, another line also the same. If both lines overlaps, coincides, then every point on the first line will be the solution for second line also. Third case, two lines can be like this when we draw the graph, or they can be like this when we draw the graph. And the third case is one line is drawn like this, and the last option, and if it is parallel to this, then there is no common point. When there is no common point means lines are not going to meet anywhere, and there will be no common point. That means the pair or the system of linear equations will have no solution. So whenever we draw the graph, generally we think only two possibilities. They may intersect, they may not intersect. But one more possibility is also there. They may coincide, overlap. So three possibilities are there. When we draw the graph, how to draw the graph, that already we learned in class 9. You have to take x and y, change x points, you will get different y points, locate and draw the graph, you will get a straight line. So when the graph is drawn, then we are getting a conclusion that they are going to meet at one unique point, or they have infinite number of solutions, or they have no solutions. Every time it is not feasible to identify or to verify the nature of solution with the help of the graph. So for that we have some easy methods. So with this easy method, just by looking at the line equations given to us, just by looking at the pair of line equations, we are able to tell how the lines will be, how the graph will be, how the solution will be. Everything just by looking at the graph, by looking at the line equations, not graph. Just by looking at the line equation, we can decide the nature of the solution. So what are the conditions for that? Let me explain. When two line equations are given to us, pair of linear equations, a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. When a pair is given, then what to do? Find the ratio of a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. Just find the ratio. Find a1 by a2, b1 by b2 ratio. If this ratio is not equal, if the ratio is not equal, then graph always represents two intersecting straight lines. So the status of line is intersecting lines. When lines are intersecting, we will have unique solution. Means only one solution. Then equations are called consistent. Equations are called consistent equations. So check the condition. If this condition is verified, you can say unique solution, consistent, and graph will be like this. Suppose a1 by a2 we have taken not equal. If it becomes equal, then again two cases. What about c1 by c2? If it is equal to c1 by c2, then both will be coincident lines or overlaps. So coincident lines, consistent only, but infinite solutions. Infinite solutions. We will have many solutions. Every point on the first line will be the solution for the second line. So infinite number of solutions will be there. Solution, whether unique or infinite solution exists, so they are called consistent. If there is no solution, we call as inconsistent equations. So a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2. Here we have seen equal to c1 by c2. Now if it is not equal to c1 by c2, then lines will be parallel to each other. Parallel lines. When they are parallel lines, they are called as inconsistent because there will be no solution, because they are not meeting anywhere. So no common point means no solution. So whenever a pair of linear equations are given to you, simply find the ratio. This ratio will decide the entire nature of the solution. So this is a very important table. You have to memorize this table. This table will help you to solve all the problems based on consistency, inconsistency, or the nature of the solution, or about the shape of the lines, or about the graph. The first exercise and the last before exercise completely depends on this table. So this table is very important. So this is the introduction of the chapter pair of linear equations in two variables. In the coming video, we are going to discuss about all variety of problems. Solving the lines, how to find the solution if they are consistent. Finding the solution can be done in three variety methods. One is graphical method, draw the graph and get the solution. If graphical method takes time, if it is not asked in the examination, then you can go for methods, substitution method, elimination method, and cross multiplication method. So method can be anything. So if they insist the method, follow the method. Otherwise, whichever you feel easy, then you can follow that method. And most important are word problems. One graph question is compulsory going to come in the examination. Along with the graph question, one word problem can be asked. So word problem and graph problems are very important, and problems based on this table also very important. Okay, so this introduction class about linear equations, please go through the all concept explained here. That will be useful to solve the problems.